What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. So I just watched the Anthony Joshua fight. He fought Denis Bhaktov over in the UK, and he got the second round knockout stoppage. So congratulations to Team Joshua, Anthony Joshua, for another sensational knockout. Now, if you follow me on Instagram at Boxing Ego, I've been telling you guys about this dude to check for him, to watch for him. I even made this graphic that you guys are looking at a while back. And the thing I like about Anthony Joshua is he conducts himself like a true heavyweight champion. Like, I feel he has the mindset. You have to be mentally strong in this business. You can't be a weak-minded champion. We've seen people with all the skills in the world, like the Zab Judas of the world, and for whatever reason, they can't get it together. Even guys like my dude Curtis Stevens, at times, I think he could win certain fights, like the Hassan Nadam, if he fought with a certain mentality, but he doesn't. So that's what I like about Anthony Joshua. He seems like he has it up top. Very humble guy. Looks like he works hard. He's training hard. I seen an interview and he was saying he sparred with Klitschko, and it's just a humbling experience that he's in the ring with a legend. Just a cool kid. But he means business when he's in the ring. He has bad intentions. And he's big as fuck, man. Look at this picture of him next to Carl Froch. I don't know if you guys know. I believe Carl Froch is about 6 foot, maybe 6'1", 6'1.5". And he looks like a teenager. Remember The Rock in Pain and Gain when he was next to Mark Wahlberg and he just looked huge. So, I mean, the dude's big. And it's not all about power. The dude's like 6'6". It's not all about just size and stuff like that. I realize that, especially in the heavyweight division. Mike Tyson was constantly in against guys who were bigger than him, and he was knocking them the fuck out. But again, I like what Joshua is bringing to the table. I like the potential that I see with him. Now, like I have with any other fighter, my questions for Anthony Joshua would be, one, how is he going to look in the late rounds if he were to go some rounds because he's used to these short nights? Two, what's his chin like? What if he gets caught flush with a big puncher in the heavyweight division? You know what I mean? Like a Deontay Wilder or Tyson Fury, somebody with some snap on their punches. How is he going to respond? How is his chin going to hold up? Will he fatigue is another question. When you're that big and you're used to having short nights and first, second round KOs, how are you going to look in those later rounds? Are you going to be fatigued? And will you get discouraged if you have an opponent who can stand up to your power? Are you going to be like, damn, I'm used to putting guys out in the first 2 rounds, so going the distance, how are you going to look? So there's certain things that I question. But I like what I see so far. And he looks like he's the goods, and I just want him to step up in competition, keep stepping up. His opponent today, Bhaktov, it's a solid name. He's not no world beater, but a guy with more pro level experience than him, and he handled business and he did it impressively. And another thing I like about Anthony Joshua, he's active. He's fighting constantly. He fought on the Carl Froch, George Groves undercard, and he's fought multiple times this year. That's what you need to do. Stay active, stay hungry, and you know what I mean, keep your face out in the public and build your brand, rack up some victories and confidence. Last thing I will say is some people are going to bring this up, I'm sure. He had some trouble with Dillian White in the amateurs. He fought in the amateurs. He got knocked down in the fight, and everyone's like, oh, he got knocked down. I look at it like this, man. It's boxing. If everyone taps you and you get knocked down, you know what I mean, then, okay, you have a glass chin. But he got caught. He's a heavyweight. It's not the end of the world. You know what I mean? People bounce back from actual knockouts and worse things. So I don't condemn someone for taking an L early in their amateur career. I think it was like his maybe 5th amateur fight. And sometimes people need that. They need that to bounce back stronger. So I can't really hold a Dillian White knockdown and loss or whatever against him. Stuff like that happens in the amateurs. That's what it's there for. So you develop that experience, get comfortable with your style. And sometimes, I don't know if you guys know this, some of you guys have to put in perspective with the amateurs. In the amateurs, sometimes some of them dudes be like 17, 18, 19 years old fighting guys in their late 20s, like grown-ass men, you know what I mean, who've been in wars and stuff like that. So the amateur system can be flawed, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm fighting a dude and I'm 17 and he's Cuban and he's like 29, you know what I mean? Like, of course there are going to be some differences. I'm going to have to figure it out because the Cuban guy has been fighting since he was 10 or 6 years old, and he's a grown-ass man, and I'm still developing. I'm not even at my full weight and height and stuff like that. So different things like that. I don't really hold much weight in the amateurs versus pros, headgear, two different scoring systems. It's a lot different. So I'm anxious to see what Anthony Joshua brings as a professional. He's looked good so far. He's staying busy and he's winning impressively. So let me know what your thoughts are. Shout out to the UK, all my fans, all the followers, subscribers who are in the UK. Shout out to you guys. It looks like England has someone right now. You know what I mean? Could be the next Lennox Lewis. Natural progression. I'd want to see him step up in competition. Even if he were to fight someone like a Tyson Fury, I don't think they would be gunning for that fight right now. But even a David Price, something like that would be a good fight. I think he'll crush David Price. That's my opinion. But we'll see, and we'll see how it plays out. So I would say David Price, Tony Thompson, Manuel Charr, some guy like that. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like my video. As always, hate, comment, or subscribe. Till next video is Ego.